Hey, what's good, guys? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. We're back at the table tonight, which means we have another opening for you this evening. We're going to be tossing it back on this Thursday. You know, I like those kind of oddball products, and I came across this at the LCS. Well, this is kind of hard to see here. Let's make a little minor adjustment. There we go. But it is the Major League Baseball official collector's box, and as you can see, it includes 32 cards from 1998 and a color booklet. I did a little bit of research into this. You got the Pacific logo on the top. There's Tony Gwynn on the side. $6.95 price tag. That's kind of strange, but I came across it to the LCS for $5. Published by TJG. Boy, that's kind of a mouthful. There's the Pacific logo again, along with Griffey and A-Rod on the side, and A-Rod on the front with another Pacific logo to go along with Bonds, Ripken, Maddox, and someone else on the top there. But like I said, I did a little research on this, and these typically or always house 1998 Pacific Omega baseball cards, which we have not checked out on the channel yet, and boy, this is so old that sticker just fell right off, no longer sticky. But again, I do enjoy the oddball items just to see what's in there, things I've never checked out before. And I thought this was the side of the box, but that's actually our booklet. Who's on the side there? Jeter and the big hurt Frank Thomas. So let's check out this booklet to begin. But Tony Gwynn on the front, the official guide to collecting baseball cards from 1998. So what is this all about? We'll shuffle through this quickly. By Jim Nash, Cards, and More Cards. A-Rod was huge at this point. What's on a baseball card? So obviously this was for kids. Kind of a introduction. There's the Omega design. That's the cards that we'll be seeing today. But collecting rookies and insert cards. That was the big deal back in the day, kids. Long before, well, not really before the auto days, but mostly you were chasing inserts. Good grades, bad grades, storing and displaying your collection. That's definitely changed over the years. Cards with autographs, there we go. Yeah, there was autos at the time, but important baseball addresses. I wonder how many of these are actually still accurate. Feel free to pause and try to send a card to get signed to your favorite team, I guess, although most people just do TTM to retired players. There's that Omega design once more, and more terrific trivia, so a quick thumbing through there, but kind of cool. Again, marketing to kids, that's the beginner's guide, basically. A whole bunch of basic info in there. And here's a look at our packs, and it is 98 Omega. I don't believe there's really any good rookies to be had in here, but of course we're going to be looking for Griffey, the premier issue of Omega. I don't think these were too big at the time, but 4 packs here. Said we would have 32 cards in the box, so we'll have 8 cards per pack. And let's see if these aren't stuck together. These late 90s cards, usually kind of risky. All depends on how this was stored. They already seem to be coming apart pretty good, so that's a good sign. But look at all that gloss on there. But here's a look at the design. And Fred McGriff is the first one there for the Devil Rays. Very beginnings of the Rays there. But pretty cool design. Pacific always had pretty nice designs, I thought anyways, but of course the stitching there look like a baseball, and you got the player silhouette in the silver on the side. You can see it better on David Justice here for the Indians. I'll always remember him as a Brave. Next up, Jose Cruz Jr. was a big-time prospect at the time. Gonna be looking for Griffey and Red Sox in here, so let's see what we can come across. Greg Vaughn for the Padres. I'll always remember him as a Brewer. There's our first Hall of Famer, Randy Johnson. Looks like we got a little bit of slight white on the corner, but overall not too bad. I'm not sure what a box of these Omegas would go for these days. Probably should have looked into that before doing this, but usually when I pick something up, I like to rip right into it. Al Martin there. No research. Screw it. Let's see what happens. Tim Salmon. Of course I know it's salmon, people. Come on now. And the final one we saw in the back, Chuck Knobloch for the Yankees. So only one Hall of Famer in there. It was a Seattle Mariner, but not the one we were looking for. And actually, we didn't really check this out, so let's get a peek here at the odds. Of course, on the back of packs these days, these are much smaller print because there's way more things they need to try and fit on there. Not always the case back in these times, but let's see if we can pull a cool insert. I saw the Mariner logo. It's Jamie Moyer, not Griffey, unfortunately. We have Todd Dunn. There's me some names in here I haven't thought of in a while. Wade Boggs for the D-Rays, so second Hall of Famer there. Next up we've got, I saw Stottlemyre. It is Todd Stottlemyre for the Cardinals. Another Devil Ray, a bunch of them in these packs so far. Quentin McCracken, no relation to Phil. Yeah, I think somebody stuck to the back of him there. Threw me off again, but it's Glenn Allen Hill. And now we've got Big Mac, so that one's not too bad. Of course, he's not in the Hall of Fame, but still a desirable player anyways. And then Big Mac's former teammate, Hall of Famer Rickey Henderson. So second pack was definitely better than the first. And this was the second time around. Or was it the third time around for Rickey with the A's? I don't even know at this point. Third time, maybe? Can't even remember. More than one, that's for sure. Pack number 3 here. Kenny Rogers for the A's. Again, I don't remember him with the A's at all. Do not recall that. Mike Caruso. There's a name I'm not familiar with at all. Rookie, maybe? Not too sure. And a bunch of steroid guys in here, speaking of. Man Ram. Another one I'll set aside. Kevin Young for the Buccos. And we've got Yamil Benitez. Another early year expansion team there. AJ Hinch. Everybody will know him, of course, for being a manager these days. Scott Rowland, who probably will get into the Hall of Fame this year, even though I personally don't feel like he is a Hall of Famer. And then another Mariner just to tease us because it's not the one we want. That one is Joey Cora. So brings us to our last pack. Still looking for Griffey. Didn't see any Red Sox yet either, but pretty quick video. Again, I love these oddball things. Let me know how you feel about oddball items like this in the comments down below. Usually can find them pretty cheap. Craig Biggio leads off. Hall of Famer there. A lot of people don't think he should be in the Hall either. And we have Tony Clark, longtime head of the Players Union. Travis Lee was a hot prospect at one point, never quite worked out. Ray Lankford. I like that silhouette on the side there too. That's pretty cool. Brad Radke. He had a couple good years for the Twins. And Greg Jeffries for the Philadelphia Phillies. Cal Ripken Jr., so that's arguably the best of all the Hall of Famers that we've found value-wise. I don't know, probably not more than $1, I would imagine, on that one. And the last one, Marty Cordova. So again, quick video this evening, but that was our look at the official Major League Baseball Collector's Box. Nice little stack of stars and Hall of Famers here, even though we struck out on Ken Griffey Jr. and didn't find any Red Sox for the Red Sox PC, but I do have a bunch of binders where I keep home a bunch of Hall of Fame base and insert cards. That was a PC that just kind of started out of nowhere, but that's everything for the official collector's box. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments down below. Next time we gather here at the table, it will not be for a meal, it will be for, I guess, a meal of some more modern cards. We'll be checking out a blaster box of some 21-22 basketball, so make sure you come on back for that one. But until then, enjoy the rest of your Thursday, everybody, and especially if you're watching the game tonight. But until the next one, have a good night, and we'll see you again real soon.